doing today? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing great. My camera doesn't seem to be so great at all. I don't know why. But okay, it's like blurred, right? I don't know why. I don't know why. So thanks for joining me tonight here in the Mingles of Evo Life. And tonight I'm going to be speaking about decoding the secret universal formula for the creation. And thanks for those that watch me through YouTube, and for those that are watching me through Facebook, okay? Facebook Live. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here, okay? So let's go. Let's speak about this. How to decode, right? How does creation alchemize itself into the physical form? And formulas about how to apply universal mysteries are revealed in sacred books like the Bible, like the Quran, the Torah, the Canon Pali, right? The Vedas. But today, I'm going to be speaking about one 12-page book that deals with the essence of God and with formation that stands out, this book, inside the mystical Jewish Kabbalistic tradition. It is the Sefer Yetra. It gives us the keys of how to apply these mysteries in a very magical way in our lives. It is a riddled, coded book that, in the way of studying and deciphering it, it expands our minds, our consciousness, and the way we operate to a more multidimensional one. Okay? It gives us the keys to creation and manifestation. In the William W. Westcott translation of it, it gives us an alchemical perspective as an incredible code for understanding the density levels of spirit. And don't be afraid of that word, okay? Energy, and how they come into the physical form, okay? So how does God or spirit manifest, or energy manifest into the physical? How does that happen? Okay? This book gives us wise advice about how to become higher frequency beings and attaining the perfected state of divine human, also known as Adam Katmon. The Sefer Yetra starts right off saying, "Did the source engrave his name by 3 seraphim, numbers, letters, and sounds?" Starts with a question because it is a very enigmatic book, okay? So, these 3 are the tools or building blocks to create the 32 paths of wisdom that we human can receive. If nice, I ask myself, right? And if it is engraved, this wisdom, right, in us, where is it engraved? Where can we find it? Okay. So, well, for me, as I'm always explaining and talking here, it is engraved in every single atom, and the combination of its 3 charges, or AKA seraphim, okay? the positive charge, the negative charge, and the neutral charge inside the atom. Okay? Those are the three seraphim, which are numbers, letters, and sounds. Okay? For us human as well, the atoms translate into our DNA and every cell of the human body. In biology, within each strand of DNA, in which each strand, DNA has its positive charge in the sugars and its deoxyribose, okay? It's negative in its phosphate, and they are bound together, both negative and positive, the sugar and the phosphate, together by hydrogen bonds, which is the neutral charge. Okay? In biochemistry, this is known as the sugar phosphate backbone of DNA. Our tree of life, or the DNA double helix ladder structure, is our 32 paths or steps of wisdom to our 33rd one, which is the one that seals the deal for the divine human state. Okay? Because as we know, the DNA, the tree of life, the right module for the DNA has 33 strands, okay? Or 33 steps, right? That ladder like helix ladder, right? And in biology, this pattern of 33 steps is represented again in our spinal cord, and it's 33 vertebrae. So again, in a larger scale, right? It manifests in our biology when the strands of DNA that look like our backbone or our spinal cord, right? They have the same structures, 33 steps, 33 vertebrae that we have in that spinal cord, okay? This is the sacred geometry blueprint or scaffolding of our DNA and of the rays of light energy when it expresses itself into physical form using its fixed behavior governed by universal laws. In this case of our DNA model, we can observe its fixed and law-filled behavior when it expresses itself into form through the law, the first one, the law of vibration, that speaks about the spiral pattern, right? Because that ladder, that helix is like a spiral patterned behavior of energy. So the 33 steps that repeat themselves, right? But in that spiral manner. And then also we can see it displayed in the law of we can see the law of correspondence displayed in that same module, our DNA module, because speaks about as within, so without. What we see within the cell, right? The DNA that we cannot see. We cannot see at plate sight, but we know we have it. We cannot see the displays itself in the outside, in physical form, and our vertebrae, our 33 vertebrae, okay? And then in the law also, we can see it displayed in the law of rhythm that establishes that everything happens in the universe in a cycle manner or repeated way in greater scales. Okay? That's a fixed behavior of energy because here we see that it repeats itself, right? In the DNA and then in our spinal cord, in the same 33, with the same 33 steps, right? But in a physical form, uh, in a greater scale, right? So these three laws, we can see them right there, how energy always behaves in this way, okay? So each ray of light and or person, because we all come from light, okay, or person has a frequency, a person, and an essence. Again, these are the three seraphim. Now in the physical, right? Now manifested for human life. So for us, numbers, letters, and numbers, letters, and sounds become frequency, purpose, and essence. Okay? Again, the number three, which these three become our trinity. It's our trinity. That's our trinity. These three things. Okay? And in the atom, as I said, positive charge, negative charge, and positive, negative, and neutral charge. They have a beat or a rhythm, right? Numbers. The first, we're going to speak about now about the three seraphim. And the first one is the numbers, which is analog for us, our frequency, okay? And numbers become like they are anchors and are connecting points. They are pathways or timelines. They become timelines in our lives, okay? They have a beat because we know numbers have a beat. They have a beat to them, a rhythm, a timing to them, right? Like in music, right? There's a time. It is an electrical current that runs through us, through our bodies, and the cosmos. We, for example, have our birth dates and also have the letters of our names, which can be reduced to numbers. In numerology, we can identify those numbers that we have in our name and then uh, come up with our personal number. This is what astrology is truly about, and I've spoken about this before. Your personal mathematical formula, your DNA, energetic DNA, and your personal frequency. That is what astrology is all about, okay? Letters, now the second seraphim, the letters, which becomes for us our purpose, okay? And these are our archetypes of what is being formed or materialized that permits us to transform from one state of being to another. In other words, when I'm talking about archetypes, as you know, in psychology, we have the archetypes of personality types, like the rebel. We have the sage, right? And so on and so forth. There are 12 of them again, and 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so again, the three logi. Okay. Eh, so when the letters transform, gives us purpose, right? So they transform into these states. They give us the ability of changing from one state of being, from being the sage to being the rebel, for example, right? In those archetypes, they form archetypes. Letters, as we know, show there is power in words. There is power in words. They are coded decrees, bringing different aspects or ingredients of creation together into one mix to communicate an intention. Okay? An intention. As words get expressed, they are delivering a particular energy, and their vibrational patterns get communicated. Okay? So, words are the way that an idea or a thought is communicated, spoken, or expressed, impacting the physical and actually creating a result. Okay? And the results are reflected back to us. And this helps us see the physical manifestation of that divine expression, right? That we wanted to create. Ultimately, they they help us, words help us to understand our own divinity more, even more, okay? Even more. And last one but not least, the third seraphim uh, is sound. And this becomes, in our case, our essence, our song, okay? Our song. This is our unique song, which comes through feelings and emotions, okay? Feelings and emotions. And then these three perfectly combined numbers, letters, sounds make a synchronistic universal symphony. We can say that the Sefer Yetra, the book, right, is a coded manual for how to understand and be in connection with what we might call the communication network of the universe, the universal internet, okay? The universal internet. And then this communication network communicates by frequency and energy. Frequency and energy only, okay? That's the base for everything. Everything comes from there. The tree of life, the DNA, right, is formed by these three different frequencies coming together into one nexus or pattern, which is that pattern of the ladder, with the 33 steps, okay? So, yes, this coming together of the languages of these three seraphim, right, of creation into this pattern allows for an energetic flow and operation of the universe, that imprint, right? That becomes into form, into physical form, manifests into form. So when we see number frequencies repeating themselves, this is usually a good indicator and a reminder of the connectedness of the universe. It is a synchronicity, okay? A sign to pay attention not only to what's going around us or inside our heads, okay? But to the meaning behind each number. Because by learning the meaning behind numbers, we can decipher and establish a direct communication that is relevant for us, and that conveys what we should pay attention to. It is a sacred guidance, okay? They are sacred guidance Yes, these synchronicities in numbers, okay? We can say that the universe, right? Verse, and all matter in its in its uh, and all matter in it, right? Sings. They sing to the one frequency symphony that sculpts its physical form. And when we understand this energetic language, we become empowered to be our creator, gods, in our own way, and realize our own abilities as divine beings. Okay? So that universe, right, materializes this song, this frequency that we make, this symphony that we make materializes into form. And that's how the creation comes to be. It is beautiful, honestly. And to say, I'll say that that frequency that it creates, that symphony that it creates, vibrates to the symphony, to the vibration and frequency of love, of love. So with this, my divine beings, I leave you tonight hoping that this information has been of a lot of help for everyone out there. And please asking you to like and share this information so that many others help me share it, pass it on so that many others can benefit from it. And also, if you are needing personal coaching to decipher more in depth your life and situations that you wanted to overcome and haven't been able to, please write us to evolife360@gmail.com, and we are going to be very happy to help you with personal coaching. Okay? So, sending you love and light as always, and asking you to be here next week with me in the Mingles of Evo Life. Thank you very much. Bye bye, and see you next week. Bye bye. Thank you.